Up next, we're talking to the World Experience team lead and art director of the game New World. So if you don't know about New World, take a look at the trailer right now.
Let's go, New World!
Welcome to Expeditions. 5-player dungeon crawls that will take you deep into the darkest and most perilous recesses of Eternum. In Expeditions, you'll face unique and challenging foes, solve elaborate riddles and puzzles, and discover rare and powerful items that will aid you in your journey through Eternum. Today we'll be taking a look at the Lazarus Instrumentality, an expansive subterranean ruin filled with ancient secrets.
Oh, that looks beautiful!
Deep in the dungeon's heart. As you coordinate your team to tackle the expedition,
look at the skins!
You'll want to remember a few key factors.
New armor, new armor!
Expeditions are meant to be some of the most challenging missions in New World. Make sure your team is properly outfitted with potions, tinctures, coatings, and ammunition. The wisest adventurers will also make sure to strategize team roles, with players designating healer, tank, and DPS responsibilities accordingly.
Look at that, man.
With your preparations complete and your team assembled, it's time to descend into the Lazarus Instrumentality. Enemies and expeditions will be plentiful. In this mission, you'll be facing a variety of ancient foes.
Oh my god, he looks amazing.
They wield powerful magical attacks and can switch from close range to ranged combat in an instant. As you progress further into the level, you'll come across puzzles that will test your wit as well as your fighting prowess. For example, this glyph puzzle will require your team to seal a network of doors by triggering a series of switches etched upon the dungeon floor.
Yeah!
Each expedition is filled with unique lore that will help you achieve a deeper and more nuanced understanding about the history of Eternum, the secrets of the island, the true nature of Azoth, and the truth behind what happened to the ancients. You'll also occasionally encounter unique NPCs in expeditions. Here, Scylla has a task for our adventurers.
Oh my...
While some of these characters have good intentions, there are also those who only wish to stifle your party's progress.
Oh my god, this is fucking cool!
And while no expedition is complete without a boss encounter, it turns out Scylla was only
Jacob's
the gatekeeper for an even more dangerous and mighty foe.
Oh, we haven't seen him animated yet.
Well, we'd love to show you more.
Mushroom head.
The best way to experience an expedition is to play it yourself. The Lazarus Instrumentality is but one of the many epic and challenging expeditions available on Eternum.
Damn, this is looking good.
For you to discover them along with the countless other adventures available to you in New World. New World releases August 31st, 2021, with a closed beta beginning on July 20th. Make sure to follow us on Twitter for the latest updates and news about the game. And we can't wait to see you on Eternum later this summer.
Now that was a cool bloody trailer. Oh, fantastic.
All right, please welcome from the New World team, Michael and Charles. Are you guys there?
We're here.
Yeah. Yes,
what up,
Michael and
boys?
Charles, thank you so much. Man, it's going fantastic. I saw this on the docket a long time ago when we were producing the show, and I was like, I am so excited because I played New World in the alpha last year. I got to play it and really enjoyed it.
Oh, great.
Yeah. So great work, guys. Just first and foremost. All right. First question for either Michael or Charles. Just tell us a little bit about the story of New World. Why is it called New World? What world are you trying to build?
All right, so I'll take this one. So starting just from the premise of it itself, right? New World is an open world MMO, and it pits players against this haunted wilderness of Eternum. It's a supernatural island that was discovered during the twilight of the age of exploration. And it's a very unique setting because we have swords, guns, and magic, and they're all viable elements within this world. So you have third-person action combat, classless character system, deep crafting, trade skills.
I want his shirt.
We have this use to improve system, so the more you do an activity, the better you get at it. So if I'm using sword and board, I'm gonna get more abilities and passive abilities unlocked as I use that. Same thing if I'm out gathering or if I'm smithing. The more I do those activities, the better.
All the toys, isn't it? I love it. Great setup around the side.
But going back to kind of the premise, you're a navigator on board of a ship, and you crash into this deadly storm, right? And you wake up immortal on this island of Eternum. So you don't know how you survived, but it's this horrific supernatural place. And what you do is you find out there's fates worse than death as you start meeting the people that are there and what they've discovered.
Michael, no, fate's worse than death. No.
Things worse than death, like taxes, right? So you have this experience of trying to discover what's going on here and this rise of this corrupted power that keeps growing. Then it has the word is escaping me. It wants to get to the old world and conquer everything.
Got it.
And you're part of a group trying to stop that. But alongside that, there's also this infighting amongst the humans that are already there and the factions that are vying for control over this place. So this is what kind of makes it the new world.
This is so cool to see this,
great.
man. This is
so
so
the first
cool.
thing I noticed when I jumped into New World, like you said, it was, for me, it was the combat. So I noticed that as you do the combat, obviously you as a person get better at it, but also your skills level up and you start doing more damage, you get more XP from those combos. And in terms of like weapons and classes and things like that, can you just go over just a few of those weapons and classes that you can get better at in combat?
Rachel,
Sure, I'm going to use
good
myself
evening,
as an example. When I first started playing, like, I guess ages ago, even in the preview, I played more melee, more tanky kind of like characters. So I'd go
My
like
man,
the sword
Michael.
board, or I'd go the giant warhammer. I would play to like absorb a ton of hits, so I'd go with a lot of heavy armor. But this time around, I went to play more as a mage, and so I went with the fire staff and the ice gauntlet. That's so I could start nuking down enemies from far, and then if they approached me, able to seal myself up in like a tube of ice, regenerate my mana, burst out.
Mate, look at some of these weapons.
Like AoE dots and keep on the move.
Look at the bow and the staff. Looking awesome.
Has a different set of stats.
Yeah.
The lighter armor that
I haven't seen these yet.
allow you to move faster, dodge further, but also do more attack damage because you're lighter. Where you go heavy armor, you're going to move slower, but you're going to be able to absorb a lot of hits.
For a lot of people, will probably be quite normal, but for us to have been following like a year, so fucking cool to see all this new stuff, man.
Equipment with stats that's going to be high in int. I'm going to equip gems on my equipment that's going to do like more elemental types of damage, depending on the types of enemies that I'm going against. That's so I can kind of self-select into the role that I want to play during PvE.
Excellent.
And even PvP as well.
Yeah, well, yeah, that was, so I'm gonna get to the PvP because that was, in my opinion, the most exciting part of this. But I wanted to get Charles involved. Charles, what can I ask you about? What can you tell us?
Charles got a great headset. Look at him, like.
Because I want you to gush with passion about this game.
No, something that I'm really excited about, like on the visual side, aesthetically, this time period and this setting is really interesting.
Scylla looks awesome.
All kind of at the same time. This period in real history is really interesting because the scholars at the time thought there was this mythical substance that they could turn lead into gold, and there's all these folk tales about mermaids and like horrible monsters in the ocean and krakens. And so our setting, we wanted it to be like, what if all of that stuff was real? What if that was sort of the premise of the game? And then we sort of built on it from there. What are these different groups? What are they trying to do? What are they fighting over? And how does the magic and all of that affect the world all around you? So we wanted the world itself to really like represent this big like epic struggle with all these different groups like manifest in the world itself as you explore.
Is the new world, is that the North American continent? Like I was trying to figure it out. I wasn't sure what it was.
No, definitely not at all. I think.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mike.
I was gonna say it's somewhere in the Atlantic. Like some people might refer to it as Atlantis or Shangri-La.
Oh, okay.
Some mythical place. Like we really bought into the whole idea of this place of myth and legend, and a lot of things may have originated here that have gotten dispersed throughout human history.
Got it.
So those are part of the riddles to solve once you come to this place.
Okay.
It's very familiar yet strange.
No, yeah, you're exactly right. Because when I jumped in, I was like, eventually, is this story going to pay off, and I'm going to be, like I said, in North America, and then all the magic disappears, and then it's just the normal world. I was like, oh, I'm not sure. We'll see. So I appreciate you elaborating on that a little bit. Also, let's move to PvP because I think for me, the most exciting part of New World was just the massive scale of PvP battles that you guys are putting on. I got to take part in one, and I think it was it 40 on 40 or 50 on 50? It was something, it could have been larger. And just, if you could tell the audience a little bit about that PvP experience.
Sure, that's about our territory control. So you have players that join companies,
50v50,
join factions.
Bruce, come on, man.
And those factions can fight over territories in a tournament. And once you have
remove the triangle, give us Atlantis in the expansion.
On a plethora of different things that make money for the territory. But you also upgrade all of the refining stations. So if you need to make like certain types of armor sets, there's like a tier requirement that you have to have with the station, and so there's going to be certain towns that are like they invest.
Swimming's coming, man. It's got to arrive at some point.
Here, or we're going to have the best smithing, and so you're gonna want to venture to those towns, but it also depends on what their tax rate is.
Yeah.
Death and taxes.
Real life, yeah.
Real life just somehow makes its way to New World. But what's awesome is you can compete for this. Say like, you know what? I don't like the way that they're running.
Carnage!
The more
good evening, man. Thank you for the raid. Big love, bro. Guys, if you just joined, we are just watching a bit of a deep dive on New World Expeditions through Twitch Gaming here.
Multiple territories.
Evening, boys. Evening. Thank you very much.
And so companies will fight over.
Marco, thanks for the follow, mate.
And so what happens is you'll build up enough control or
a lot of this we've heard. He's just talking about settlement control at the moment.
To declare war
so nothing that most of us don't know. Big love, Carnage, man. Big love.
It's 50 on 50
Let's go.
And
hope you had a good stream, man.
Control of that entire territory.
That's right. We won, by the way, just so you know. I
yeah,
wanna
Bruce,
sure you
yeah.
We won our PvP, and we took control of that territory.
Mate, take it easy, bro. Thank you so much for the raid. Boys, welcome if you just come from Carnage. Yeah, well, like I said, we're just catching up on this new world info that's just popped out tonight. Now, right now.
So we have another question.
Lots of new footage.
Zdrak was asking, any big changes since the alpha from last year?
Fucking loads of changes. Come on. What a question.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll start this off, Charles, and then you can jump in at any time.
Yeah, please do. Please do.
So, 2 new endgame zones, so Reekwater and Ebonscale Reach.
Yeah.
A ton more quest variety, so not just go kill X amount of things or go loot X amount of chests. So we really did a big sweep on making sure that there's more types of interactions, more NPCs out in the world to discover. We added a ton of voiceover for our NPCs with lip sync as well.
Yeah, the voiceovers are really great.
We have Outpost Rush, so it's another type of battle that you can go into to vie over control and get brand new rewards, so new PvP modes. And then there's open world PvP with faction control points, which is a new addition. So if your faction can take over one of these forts,
there's a lot of changes, isn't there? There's a lot
bonuses, and then the rep also moves up quickly in order to declare war. So it can be anything from increased storage size to increased discounts and cooldown reductions for fast traveling around the world. So they're highly incentivized to take over.
Gotcha.
We also added 3 new weapons. We added the spear, the rapier, the ice gauntlet.
Charles.
Yeah, Charles, Charles is trying to jump in too. Charles, what else? What else have we added?
Like one of the big ones, which we were just showing off, expeditions is something we've added.
Yeah.
All these different spaces, you can go ticket group and deep.
Charles seems like a nice guy, man. I like Charles.
Try to get some of the epic loot and then uncover more of the story in a more controlled.
Absolutely punched. Absolutely, they are absolutely massive, man.
Handheld experience that I think a lot of players enjoy.
Yeah, it's. Are you guys ready? Because this game's coming out in 2.5 months.
We're so excited.
Okay, good. Yeah, I mean,
absolutely ready. Like we want players to come and participate with us. So
Michael's
right now
a good
we have the alpha, which is running, but everyone will be able to join us.
Hey,
pre-order, for
is that mega crazy? I see.
Which starts July 20th. And then, full launch August 31st, where we're all going to play together.
My gosh.
Yay!
Secrets of Eternum.
I'm genuinely very, like I said,
I
pre-ordered it last year just to play the alpha.
Boys, big love to Mega Crazy.
Definitely in on the beta. I hope
Danneh there in chat.
So
love you, bro.
Thank you again for joining us, Michael and Charles. We really appreciate it.
Here there be pirates.
Of course, anytime. All right. After this break, we're going to just take a really, really short break.
We done?
An exclusive Rust trailer.
Oh shit, that ended quicker than I thought.
So much more.
Well done, boys. Michael, Charles, love it. I thought it was going to be a little bit longer, but that was ace. Really fucking cool to see that new stuff there. Really, really cool. Fucking hell. Well, I mean that was pretty long, right? They gave a lot of info there. I mean, I'm gonna have to do a bit of a run through, look back through that, and look at all the new different bosses, the armor types. I'll do a bit of a start stop on all that stuff. That was really cool. I like that. Oh, silly Bambino. Basically, they just did a bit of a dive into some of the expeditions, which is really exciting to see because we haven't seen much on the expedition side for a while, if much at all, apart from the first expedition. So that was really cool to kind of have a look into that. New gameplay stuff, yeah. Level 60 stuff, which was awesome. Really, really awesome. Guys, thanks for joining if you joined for some New World there. I think...
Okay, that was just a fucking massive disappointment. Again.
Oh, mate, I actually quite liked it. Yeah, mate, I follow it like through and through, so for me, I really enjoyed that. I really, really enjoyed that. New World Expeditions.
Actually serious? Like, that's all they said?
Yeah, for me, it was the gameplay, like seeing some of the new gameplay, the new dungeons and stuff. Everything they said was the same, but the content in the video was really good to see.